What's up, the squad? Back with another video. Y'all see in the title is going down. Y'all know that I will be dropping random clips of the day, basically. Literally, if y'all new to this channel, I'll be dropping, a random clip, random photo, something, information, on something. Yesterday was somebody dressed as it was a Chuck E. Cheese mascot getting arrested. Just something different, for the channel. I don't know what's been going on my channel. I've been trying to, different things, because I've been seeing recently I have been, the subscribers have been dropping. People have been saying that they've been unsubscribed and they don't know why. I've had people say that likes getting taken away, comments getting taken away, people that haven't been notified. So it's a lot going on. So just been trying different ways. Haven't contacted YouTube, Google yet. But I don't know. Got to figure some stuff out. But y'all see right here, this is definitely big. I feel a lot of people, have problems with it, and a lot of people support it. It says breaking. President Trump is signing an executive order that pushes cities and local governments to remove homeless people from the streets. Federal funds will be redirected to ensure that these homeless people are transferred to rehab and treatment centers. What I feel is amazing. I feel this way, and I do support, this executive order because, first of all, it's something big. Homeless been on the streets. It's pretty sad to see. But one thing about it is that you don't want money just thrown at people. I feel like, it's something big. I'm not about to sit here and be no hypocrite, because if I see anybody homeless and stuff like that, I do tend to, give money. I know a lot of people don't. If I have it on me, it just makes me, feel bad. Food. We used to feed the homeless a lot. And it's pretty nice to do. But at the same time, a lot of them, there's different things involved, especially, within drugs. So it's definitely important, that you got it right here to being transferred to rehab and treatment centers. Not so much of, okay, I'm about to get this person money to do this, to do that, but actually to get, on track and get the treatment that they need. So I feel like it's definitely, nice to do. I'm not even gonna lie, but yeah, Trump, signed that executive order. So, I don't know if y'all support it, but I do. But anyways, y'all see here, Jasmine Crockett went on a ghetto rant, like usual. Let's check it out.
They're talking about they're starting to cheat. They've been cheating. Right now, we should be in power. We should be the ones that are controlling the house. The only thing that they know how to do is be crooked, draw crooked lines, and tell crooked lies. So I am here to tell you that if you think that you can just roll over the Democrats, it is a new day. And I am looking forward to making sure that we can respond in kind if they want to play, because we already know that our lines are already jacked up. I already gave you the numbers. You can play with them more if you want to. But just know I'm going to spend every waking day until now, between now and November, to make sure that not only these new seats that you try to draw, if that's what you try to do, that we win those seats. But maybe it's time for us to take some other seats that are sitting up here right now, because they're not doing their jobs anyway.
Ghetto. Let me tell y'all something. She knows that her seat is taken. You can obviously tell, just by somebody said I was just waiting for a wig to blow off. I don't want YouTube sitting there. I feel like it's probably the words I'm saying. I don't know what it is with YouTube, but I do have to say though, she knows that her seat is taken. You can definitely tell just by how angry she is, her body language. I don't know if y'all read body language or anything like that, but you definitely can tell. You definitely catch that vibe. It says here Jasmine Crockett is having a meltdown now that she knows she'll lose her House seat. See what I mean? And the 2026 midterms to a military vet and lawyer, Sheldon Daniels. If y'all don't know what Sheldon Daniels is, definitely an amazing guy. We have, it's been a few times, I put him on my channel. I'm telling y'all, it's been more than a few times. I ain't gonna lie. I know that if we live in Texas, in that area, we definitely, heavily support them. and definitely be real involved, what he got going on. And I try my best, to spread that knowledge to other people as much as I can, and do all that I can, from Indianapolis. Let's check out what Jasmine Crockett got.
It's a bunch of bullshit. But hey, this is what we know the Republicans are good at. If there's
the video just started, bro.
one thing they're good at cheating, and they're good at bullshitting people, right? So that's exactly what we're going through right now. They have decided that they are losers, and we understand why. And so with these loser policies, they have a loser mentality. So they have decided that if you can't win, cheat.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
I got to talk to Beto at work yesterday, and that's what I said, boy, when the white boy is calling y'all sore losers, then I know we got a problem. Yeah, because even he was like, he said, yeah, they're just cheating. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's because they know they can't win on policies, because all of this stuff is unpopular.
This is what I be talking about right here. This is the people that I be talking about right here. This woman right here. When you got Jasmine Crockett that literally has people that support her, just because of the way she talks, just the way she carries herself, and, putting color into every single thing possible. This is what I'm talking about right here. It's trash, bro. I'm telling y'all. It's definitely trash. Then y'all got this same video, but y'all have Miss Jackson. Y'all know who Peyton Jackson is. Definitely amazing, too. We actually did a video on her not too long ago. It's been about a month, I think. But Miss Jackson, I think says she is a District 33 candidate. So definitely, if y'all don't know who Miss Jackson is, y'all can check out this video. And it is at Peyton K. Jackson. Y'all can find this if y'all don't know who that is. Who that is.
To which I responded, well, besides my skin color, what about me?
This is Miss Jackson right here. We did a video, like I said, not too long ago. Definitely an amazing person. I definitely enjoyed what she had to say. Definitely lit. Definitely lit. But y'all got this is what I had to show y'all. This is what I was geeked about. I don't know why I'm so geeked about this. I feel like this is something that is definitely sad, that they do. But you got Jasmine Crockett and a bunch of other Democrats. This is what it says, y'all. I would just say Democrats. I ain't gonna read the whole thing. But this is from at Boba Bat the Girl. Y'all can find this. So we'll be out in Austin, Texas this evening, rallying against redistricting. Funny thing is, there's nothing they can do to stop it. Crockett is going to lose her seat to vet Sheldon Daniels.
Join me and Jasmine Crockett, Greg Casar, Joaquin Castro, James Tallarico, Gina Hinojosa, Gene Wu, and thousands more who are going to rally for our democracy and fight back against redistricting at the Delco Center Friday at 6:30. All are welcomed. We'll see you soon.
So they are rallying today at 6:30, which is, I ain't even gonna lie, it's pretty wild. I'm not a person that's gonna sit here and be like, I'd never go to like a rally or anything like that. I've always wanted to go to a Trump rally. I feel like even before I got in these videos, I always wanted to, just to see. I've seen multiple videos when I actually first started, doing this, because I grew up from a Democratic family. So, just hearing like my parents, or like hearing my dad mostly, and just, other people that's saying that you can't really go to those rallies because they'll treat you like this and they'll do this. And I watched most videos of like actually how people, of my race, got, treated, you know what I mean? And they got treated with a lot of respect. And it's just one of those things is one of those things of, you give that respect, you get that respect, it's just one of those things, it's just, everybody's respectful, you being respectful somewhere and they being, it's like that, that's why I feel like it's not to bring so much color into a lot. And that's why my whole mindset has changed, with a lot, I watch those videos, and the crazy thing is that you don't get that from Trump supporters or people that, support Trump and, it's on the right. You get that from the left, literally. If you watch those videos, you literally, I watched the video back there. I never forget it. It was this man that went, and he went and he was literally walking with Trump supporters. And when I say they was doing the most of that man, they was doing the most of that man. Speaking on the left, people that obviously didn't like, Trump. They literally was doing the most to that black man. It was crazy. It was crazy. And he didn't even, I'm pretty sure he was independent or, he's a Democrat, something like that, but just wanted to see. But it just goes to show you right there. It literally goes to show you. But here y'all go. This is Sheldon Daniels. Let's check it out.
Honestly, we've heard from Jasmine so much over the past few months. I don't think that we're surprised at all to hear that she's still addicted to identity politics, and she is completely out of touch with voters. If you look at the last general election, you'll see that TX30 in particular, this district, her district trended heavily towards leaning right. We're moving away from the left, and that's happening all over the country. So for her to say that we are trying to silence people, I think it's just so off base. What it's doing is it's actually empowering working class people who want government that works for them. We realize that we've been lied to by the left for many, many years, and people want answers. They want results. Jasmine Crockett has no legislative wins. She has no real value that she brings to Congress. She doesn't even have the confidence of her own party. Honestly.
And I ain't really got to say nothing, but it just goes to show you, though, that when Sheldon Daniels goes out and he's talking to different people, he's actually letting them know what's real. He's not beating around the bush. He's actually out in the community. Y'all can go to Sheldon Daniels' X account and y'all actually see him, meaning in the community. He is around the police officers, going on ride-alongs. He's out there. You got people that's volunteering. Not only are they volunteering out in that hot weather, but while they're out in that hot weather volunteering for him and, for their community, he's taking them out to lunch. I'm talking about doing everything he can, to get that, engagement and be there for the community. And I pray that, he keeps that up. I definitely do when he takes that seat from Jasmine Crockett, which I know that for sure will happen. Then y'all got a post by Sheldon Daniels for Congress. Y'all can look him up at Sheldon Daniels. Says when you really think about Jasmine calling on dark money to come in and buy up House seats so that she could be in power, it's terrifying. It's actually pretty scary that she would be bold enough to say that out loud on camera. It makes you wonder how bad the dark money problem is in America. And it shows you the way she views our country as something to be bought, something to be bought, and sold to the highest bidders. Starting to see this woman as being way more sinister than she lets on, which, as y'all can see, a lot of people agree with what he is saying, because it's pretty wild. I'm not even gonna lie, definitely pretty wild. But again, y'all can find Sheldon Daniels on here. Got too many people are graduating high school, unable to read at a grade level, balance a checkbook, explain how their own government works. And I feel like that is something that's definitely big. I wish I would have, but it's never too late to, start and get things together. I look at so many videos of so many kids. I don't know if y'all watch the question videos a lot about, the government and stuff like that, when they be asking, different teens and stuff. And a lot of them don't know nothing. You know what I mean? A lot of them don't know nothing. I don't know everything, but it seems like, I don't know if it's, and I really can't even say if it's the schools. A lot of it, like I always say, it starts with the parents. I feel like this generation, it's coming up has definitely changed a little bit. It's definitely has changed, especially within my generation too. But this generation coming up definitely has changed. It seems like everybody wants to follow the latest trend, and not be, too focused on what's really going on. Or just being a kid. I always think about it all the time, like it just seemed like I grew up too fast. I grew up, because it does, and I used to have people tell me that, you grow up fast, it happens fast. It really does. I'm not gonna lie. It really does. I remember, having my first apartment when I was 17 years old and, staying on myself, so it's one thing about it is that I do pray that, we do have people in Congress, people in the government that's actually, doing things, that are definitely put a great positive impact on these kids coming up, because it's definitely important. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I try to shoot for on my channel, in general, is to aimed directly, obviously, at everybody when it comes to, you know, information getting out and stuff like that. But really, you know, the kids too. You know, I always had teenagers. I went to a clothing store not too long ago, a couple days ago, and it's like every time I go out, but I remember this particular kid. And this kid like, man, you used to do those reactions. You did those reactions. You're a YouTuber, right? Yeah. And a lot of teens know me. Teens, young adults know me from my music reactions when I did music reactions. But they're like, you got into, you know, the governments and the government things and political thing. I'm like, yeah. And you know, it kind of moves away from that because a lot of them, you know, they find it boring. They find it, but it's actually pretty interesting, you know, once they really, and this, I'm not saying that there's not a lot of kids that obviously don't, but at the same time that I feel like it's something that's definitely important for a lot of people, you know, to understand, you know, what's going on around you in the world, especially now. It's definitely important. But like I said, one thing about it, just like Sheldon Daniels said, you know, reading at a grade level is definitely important. To balance the checkbook, definitely important. And explain how their own government works, you know. Stuff like that is definitely important. Many others, but things are definitely important. But y'all can go check this out. This is Sheldon Daniels. Y'all can find this at danielsforus.com. And you can join the movement. Definitely. You put in your zip code, your name, last name, email, phone number. And you can also sign up to volunteer. And they have little things that you can do: register voters, host an event, phone banking, door knocking, gather endorsements, film, media, and photography. So definitely, one thing about it that I definitely love that I've seen, I haven't seen it too much, you know, everywhere. I really haven't looked, you know, too many places. But what I do see is that I feel like it's pretty tight that you can volunteer in different ways, and that he's actually gathering people from the community to, you know, be involved in what he's doing. You know, you got yard sign request, and I don't know, I feel like it's pretty tight. You know, I definitely do. But you already know, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.